Today's video is kindly sponsored by War Thunder, but more on that later. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, and something you've asked me to play a couple of times, couple of hundred times. So if you can see behind my plethora of DLC icons, we are on the Vanilla Navy Rework mod, which provides a little bit of a more in-depth Navy experience. So we're just going to check it out and see what it's about. Now, a good country I feel to do with this one will be Italy, because they have always dreamt of naval supremacy. So what I think they've done to start with is they've changed all of the starting navies to be a little bit more historically accurate, changed the ships, there's a load of new modules and stuff. So we've got a couple of battleships to start with as Italy. So let's have a quick look at the design. It's completely alien to me. They have seriously changed around with the modules here. So we've got different guns we can do. Quad heavy, triple heavy. Okay, so we can basically completely change the amount of guns and amount of barrels on the guns as well. And they have a load of different stats behind them, really affecting stuff like reliability. There is massive hits. Okay, there is going to be a lot to be able to work with on this mod, I believe. So they've even got heavy anti-air as a thing. So that reduces the speed. Light adds a little bit of light attack, and then obviously we have more anti-air than a light anti-air. We've got aircraft facilities, nothing new there. Again with the guns, nothing new. We've got a different torpedo belt system, so we get reduction in torpedo incoming. Normal armor, so battle cruiser or battleship armor. We have schemes as well for the armor, which is the same. Here we can add nothing important. So engines. Oh, diesel or steam engines. So diesel are much more reliable and we get a lot more range and stuff, but obviously are more expensive. Okay, interesting. We've got additional armor, electric motor, organization point 1, -1 reliability. What on earth is the point of that? Different rounds we can add, which is less heavy or more heavy. Let's just start by chucking all of our navy into one fleet then, and then we can have a little look at what we're working with. Not sure how much they've actually changed in terms of this ship amount. Let's have a little look at research. Oh god. Right, they've split it the other way around for some reason, so it goes down in years. So we've got destroyers. They each have like a couple of techs that come off each iteration of it. Light hull, modern light hull. Then it goes down to 1950 with Cold War tech as well, and a load more little sub techs on this. I feel like you need almost like another research slot if you've got this much navy to research, because I just feel like you're never going to use all these. Colonial cruisers, so there's different cruiser roles we can add. So we get different roles for each of the ships as well, which affects the stats, which is pretty incredible. They have really put a lot of thought into this mod. So have we got super heavy naval guns, sub carriers. So that's a submarine with a plane on it. Is that the same as the spotter planes? I swear that was a thing before anyway, unless this is like an aircraft carrier sub. But it doesn't. Smaller planes, it says. I don't know if that means torpedo bombers or not. Super heavy naval gun. That's, I assume, to unlock the super heavy battleships. You need the tech with it as well. High speed light engines, a new engine. Battle carrier. Now this is what I feel like we're going to mess around with today. A battle carrier, which is we need deck conversion and heavy hulls for. So battle carrier is basically a battleship / carrier multi-use, which is going to be an absolute weird thing. So we're going to get deck conversion so we can get that on the go, because we don't know at all what a carrier is. We do have the first couple though, which is some plain bits. I don't really know what else to get. There's so many different stats on everything. They haven't really changed. There's a few new techs here, but nothing. Oh, this is a bit different. We have their mine warfare is the same, but we have this auxiliary section which has got the usual transports, supply ships, port facilities. Oh, so we can improve repair and dockyard speed, but they're very good stats. That's a huge bonuses. Plus 10 to them. We get basically plus 30% dockyard output, which is massive. Heavy crane, like a dry dock for repair speed. Quick reaction auxiliary ship, whatever that is. So there's the super heavy hull. We do actually have to research. I mean, I could do super heavy hulls, but that's a little bit boring. So I think we'll stick with our sub-carrier. So we won't do that today, but you can research them there. I didn't think that it was existing. I couldn't find super heavy battleships. Obsolete refit. There is just so much that you have to research. Let's just go and delete all of these ships because we want to design our own. That is the whole point of this. Although, think about it, as I delete these are probably quite well designed because it's the mod. Auxiliary ship. I have no idea what this does. So you can add some light guns to it, but what's the point of an auxiliary ship? You can add planes to it. A sea hangar as well. Right, we'll just build a few of these cruisers that they could design because I don't think they've changed the mechanics too much. So light cruiser and soft attack, or light attack, is going to be key. We will go and quickly win the war in Ethiopia to actually get us started off. Have they changed any of the focuses? I don't think so. These are all the same. That's obviously locked behind being at war with a major nation. I got around that in the last video by declaring on China, but I can't be asked to do that. This is still calling them like the old ships, so I don't know if these focuses are going to break because they're not called 1936 carrier hulls anymore, so I don't know. There's a load of decisions, so we can get the history about it, which, you know, actually is a history of the Navy. That's pretty in-depth, I must be honest. I'm not sure that's actually needed, but fair enough. You always like the themey stuff. We've got capital ships where we can change it, old blueprints that never were built. Have some fun, which is behemoths. I mean, I don't know what that does, and I'm not going to press it because we want to keep it a little bit sane for the first one. We can change the difficulty of Navy as well, but we don't need to do that. And an AI buff. Maybe we'll do that later on because the AI is pretty pants. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. It's completely free to play right now on PC, consoles and mobile. You can take command of over 2,500 vehicles, tanks, planes, helicopters and ships across 10 major nations. From the armoured cars and biplanes of the 1920s to modern fighter jets and main battle tanks, everything is here. And when I say immersive, I mean it. The level of detail is insane. Realistic graphics, authentic sound and combat that drops you right into the heart of the battle. And you won't be fighting alone. War Thunder has a worldwide community of over 95 million players, all clashing in massive PvP battles with an unmatched amount of high quality content to explore. There's simply no better game out there for fans of military history. One of the things that makes War Thunder so unique is the damage system. There are no simple health bars here. Every vehicle is modelled down to its components, engines, fuel tanks, weapons and crew, all of which can be destroyed or disabled, and when a shot lands, the X-ray view shows you exactly how it happened, where the shells penetrated, which parts were hit and why the tank blew up. It's incredibly satisfying. So here's how to get started with War Thunder. It's free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and mobile. Use my link in the pinned comment or description to sign up, and new players plus anyone who returning in the last 6 months on PC and console will get a massive bonus pack. That includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions and 7 days of premium account, but it's only available for a limited time. Don't wait, hit the link, grab your bonus pack and join the fight in War Thunder today. Right, there is Ethiopia dealt with, so let's get our army back to Italy. Right, so we've got 2 battleships, we've got a load of subs, so let's split them off. We've got them, we've got these cruiser. What on earth is this thing? I don't even know what that means. This is like an armoured cruiser. Okay, that's armoured cruiser role. Okay, no idea why that's different to heavy cruisers. Right, we will split our subs off. What do these look like? Even this has got loads of... You can literally change the periscope. You can change the periscope on your sub, which gives you better detection but more visibility. They have thought of absolutely everything. Oxygen generator to reduce your visibility but less reliability. Nothing in these. A coning tower. You can change the tower. I mean, we've got nothing yet. We can do pressurized hull as well, which adds less visibility and more health. The engines, of course, and torpedoes. Right, I'm going to justify it on Yugoslavia, because why not? Should we just do a cheeky Roman Empire run? Why not? Because that's what he wants, a big navy and to be the Roman Empire. So we'll start our declaration on Yugoslavia. Let's go and build ourselves a little naval research facility, because we do obviously want to get our sub-carriers on the go. I totally forgot about that, so we'll need to build that before we can research them. We could get some extra landing bits here for our carriers, which would be very nice. Right, do we have Some new admirals. No, do we have any new traits? I don't think so. Ironside. No, we don't have any new traits, which is a bit disappointing. Maybe there'll be some that we can unlock, but there's definitely no starting. So, battle carrier. We can go and research our battle carrier for 200 days. A hybrid ship with features from both battleships and carriers. Let's go and get that on the go, because this is going to be our main fleet. We're going to build some of these and see what they're like. Right, declare on Yugoslavia, which brings France in. We are just going to push through France with our lovely mountaineers. Once we break them and capture them, we have got a little bit of time. Right, do we want performance, which is anti-air, or do we want org? Probably org. I don't really know. Oh, I didn't even see that they've redone the doctrines. I didn't even notice that. It's the same. This is called air-sea operation. We need... Why can we not do that? Oh, we actually need a research to unlock the doctrines. Oh, that's interesting. Aviation Dawn, here it is. We need this to be able to unlock the carrier doctrine. So we'll start that. A little 10 points, only 60 days, which is nice. And we will continue. There we go. We've managed to meme push them back. So we'll quickly spread out and hopefully quickly surround the French and cap them while they have a very poor army. Right, we have broken the camels back a bit here. We can quickly flee in. We'll pin some troops. We are running out of equipment, but as long as we keep them pinned, France is an absolute pushover in this game at the moment. So we'll just keep them pinned. We'll move our mountaineers round to do the smashing through the front lines and head towards Paris. Keep pushing. We have broken through here. Oh, he's going for it. He is absolutely going for it. We have one infantry going to Paris. And if there's anyone in Paris... Oh, it doesn't look like there is. We'll just keep on moving along. Nighttime airstrike. Oh, there's no one in Paris. That should... Oh, they're just appearing ready to attack us. But that should mean... There we go. Fall of France. And France is gone. So we can just go and start taking all of their land. Right, so I've taken all of France. We now have got Yugoslavia to deal with. So we will set up some navies here, because we might as well do a cheeky naval invasion. So Yugoslavia and Romania is up next. Yugoslavia is still trying to push us. Right, naval invasion was not a problem. We will quickly pin them in. There's our battle carrier researched as well. So, let's go and see what this bad boy is about. We'll delete these cruisers because we don't want to build them. We want to build our battle carriers. Improve carrier hull. I mean, I don't actually know how to build it. Right, I found it. You just add it onto a battleship. Okay, conversion hangar. Which does less speed, health, more fuel... Gives us 10 deck size, removes the reliability. I mean, it basically makes it terrible, apart from we get 10 planes. I don't know in the main game if it does this many negative buffs based on things. So we can only... Oh, we can only do 2. Right, so we can only have 20 planes. Okay, this is not going to end well at all, is it? These are going to be absolutely dog crap. Right, we're sticking with it, though. We are going to do it. Let's go... Torpedo belt we probably don't need because they're being carriers, and the same as armour, because I think they sit in the carrier area of the battle. We will go for a diesel engine, because diesel engines seem to be the best, I think. We'll go, we don't need a mast, well, we have a mast. We've got fire control 1. There's this torpedo director as well, but we'll go for the fire control 1. We'll go for normal anti-air. We'll put some quad guns on it, I think. We might as well go full on. Big quads, loads of planes. We'll put... no, we won't do a catapult. We don't really need that. We don't need any of that crap either. We will then just max this out with quads. We need some heavy attack, definitely, to be able to start sinking the Royal Navy. So we'll add these quads in. Okay, our reliability is 17 because of our guns. They have such a negative... Yeah, they're at reliability minus 12, so that's horrendous. So basically our ships will not work, so I think we're going to have to swap them out. Right, that's better, 68. So we've gone down to 3 turreters, not 4 turreters, and that means our reliability is okay. I don't know how much that comes into it. We'll just add a few anti-airs here as well, just to make sure we don't get sunk by torpedo bombers in our carrier role. I don't actually know if the guns are coming into effect, because I think these do sit in the last carrier role bits of a battle, so interesting to know whether they actually manage to shoot anyone down with the guns. We're going to call these stupid boys because they are absolutely stupid boys. What I did read was that you can have 6 carriers now before you have the negative bonus in your fleet. So I'm going to try and get 6 stupid boys out. I assume that's the same because they sit in a carrier role, but there's an ocean line. I mean, we can just make the Titanic. Why not just make a fleet of Titanics? What does that do? Why can you get the Titanic? That's ridiculous. Right, there's 4. We will up it to 6 when we get a few more dockyards to get some more out. So we'll start building some dockyards quickly because we are going to need quite a few of these. We'll move that mill, actually. We won't want that. We want more dockyards. We do need to wipe out Yugoslavia. So we do have another bit of our our army coming in. Trap that tank, and then we'll just grab a few little victory points here. And that is Yugoslavia dealt with. So we are just going to go and take all of their land. We're obviously not going to take their navy because that's definitely not allowed in these videos. We will now go take our army and quickly jump on the Romanian border before they have chance to reinforce the river line. Right, we are slightly, if we can just take, there we go, 1 tile round. We'll just keep pushing. We are having to force our way through quite a lot here. It's not going particularly well, but we more than have the numbers, I think. As long as we're breaking around here, we should be fine. They'll have to redeploy. Bucharest is open, so if we can get into Bucharest, we've gone here. They've got absolutely nothing now. The Czechs have mounted up, though, which is a bit annoying, and we can't go through Hungary either, which is really irritating because they've guaranteed it, and we don't want to go to war with the Allies just yet. And there goes Romania, giving us some guns which we desperately need. So we will go and take most of their land. Obviously, we're not allowed their navy either. We'll take most of the land, but we'll leave Bessarabia as a puppet ready for the Soviets just to take that off of us. Right, so I've fallen back to this line. Hopefully, Czechoslovakia will then fall into Romania and push out. And then once they've really reduced their front line, we will... I mean, I totally forgot to get rid of that guarantee, which is annoying, so we'll have to let that expire. Now, we should just be able to push through these little cavalry units while they flood in. We'll quickly get our CAS over there as well, just to help out. And just like that, we've trapped majority of the Czechs into Romania. So we'll now just push up and grab their victory points. Easy peasy. Right, we're going to go for the Roman Empire. A few dockyards as well, which helps us out. We get a few researches for heavy equipment and some engineering, but we don't really need that. There's a couple of divisions, but we can seem to push around with our mountaineers. They are quick boys in the mountains and are more than powerful enough to destroy the Czech units. Right, we'll get our extra 2 ships out now as well, seeing as we've got them on the go. So we'll have 6 of our stupid boys, our battleship carriers, and we'll keep building some more dockyards because we're going to need a few cruisers and bits and pieces as well. Come on, the Czechs must be done. I mean, Austria wants to join us, which is odd, but we'll take that because we're probably going to go toe-to-toe with Germany next. And there goes the Czechs. So we're just going to go and take all of their land. We've got the Sudeten land as well because it's still only 38, so we've got the lovely forts. And we'll just go onto our border with Germany now. I can get a -20 to shipping recost here. What I might do then, instead of building the last 2 stupid boys, I might convert our 2 existing battleships to them instead, because I would imagine if we just put in conversion hangars here instead, this will be much cheaper and quicker. I mean, it's not as good as our stupid boys, but at least then we're not well behind in the waiting. It's only 3,000, so these cost 12,000, so we're so far away from these. We don't want to wait the extra months for the war, so we'll get rid of these 2. And then we'll have 4 new ones, and then we'll just convert these 2 old ones to having extra hangar space. We'll quickly do these. I don't know why I didn't save it before. Save that for 6, and then we'll go ahead and just refit to the new ones. 117 days will definitely take that. Much easier to get 2 more of our cruisers. Oh, we have some Spirit of the Navy. I didn't realise we had new ones of these. So we don't have any of that one. We have out of maintenance... Professional damage control, that's pretty good to critical hit reduction. Fuel consumption and naval base construction. Organ ship recovery. We need at least 31 auxiliary fleets, and it gives us massive range. I think I'm going to go... Well, the navy refit for now, but we might change that later. We do have some naval commands as well, so recovery from naval... That's Kaiserreich. Okay, this is... We have to be at war, we get... Oh, that's horrendous. We chance to receive critical hit plus 33% and -25% to damage. That's pretty pants. Inflexible headquarter. I don't really... A bit of political power, but I don't really see the point of that. Let's go pick up the obsolete ship refit, which could come in handy in some of the smaller nations, but that will, at least with this run, make it quicker to get these hulls out and refurbed. What else do I want is the question. Do we go for some destroyers? They've got a lot of subs, so I feel like I'm going to need sonars and depth charges. So we'll get some sub-hunter destroyers on the go. Depth charge takes 2 days. It takes 1 day with the MIO. And we've broken it because it didn't. It went up to like 10 days. It lied to me. Trying to design some of our light attack cruisers, but it's very, very confusing about what I kind of want for the best ratio. Because obviously we just want massive light attack. So I feel like going for these triples. We've got 30 light attack, which is pretty good. Nice bit of armor. We'll get as many of these out as possible, and these will be the ones. We'll just refit to these newer ones. Since we've got the 28 days, yes. We'll change our old ones we made for these newer ones. We have our first stupid boy out. So we can get 20 planes on that, which is just terrible. I don't know why I've built this. I don't feel like this is going to end very well at all. We do actually need... Well, I mean, we've got 20 planes, so we're definitely not having fighters. I believe they've changed it, so the fighters are actually important. But we will just go for naval bombers for the meantime, because we only have 20. Right, we'll go... I feel like I'm just going to stick with decisive battle, because I think they count as battleships rather than carriers. So I don't think switching to carrier is the best, because it doesn't say anything about battle carriers. So it just says carriers, which I don't think they're classed as. So we will just stick with the decisive battle side, and we'll move our way down the doctrine here. We will need Spain, so let's just go and declare straight on Spain, because no one is going to stop us. They may join the Axis, or they may join the Allies, thinking about it, but hopefully neither, because they are rather weak, so we should just be able to quickly push in and take hold of them. Germany demands the Sudeten land. Right, we will definitely not be giving that up, so that means Spain is definitely just going to join the Axis as soon as Germany declares on us. We've almost got Spain. What are they on now? Oh, they're 100%. Wait for it to tick over. There we go. Spain is done, which means we can direct all our troops back to Germany now. So we'll get them to quickly mop up these last few little stragglers of German troops. I could do these merchant carrier conversions. If I have at least 2 carriers and a convoy, we can make another one. Maybe for a different run. Maybe we'll give that a go later. Right, they are on training now. We do have our 6 battle carriers out now. So we'll get them trained up. We've got heavy ships. We've got heavy fleet cruisers. We've got light cruisers. And we've got a load of destroyers. So I think we are in quite a good position, depending on how good our battle carriers are. We do have 56 dockyards doing nothing. So we'll go for maybe some heavy cruisers for a bit more heavy attack. Let's go for just a heavy armoured cruiser, I think. We can't do these ones because they're not the right module. We can't have heavy, so we'll go these. We'll go just more light attack. I think light attack is always the way forward. And then hopefully our carriers will be good enough to sink any capital ships they have going. So I can't do a large cruiser for some reason. I need... Large cruiser doesn't allow me to have those. This is really complex on the roles of different ships and what you're allowed on them. I mean, we'll just go twin, I think. Let's switch them all over to these light, or these heavy twins then to get a heavy carrier. Right, so we've got heavy attack, heavy piercing 31. That's very good. We'll go and change this one up. This is so confusing. I could spend literally all day designing ships on this, but that really wouldn't make a very good video. No, we can't even have any of these because of our roll now. Let's just leave it the way it is then. Let's get these destroyers on the go. So we're going to want some sonar. We've got the hydrophones. We can get another sonar. Can we just max out sonar? I don't think that's allowed. There's a mast which gives us 1 surface detection. Let's just go for more sonar then. If it lets me have more sonar, we'll do that. Fire control, no, we'll just go for another sonar. We'll go and get a heavy anti-air. We'll go and get none of that. We don't want any guns. Oh, I can only have 1 sonar. Damn. Okay, right, back down to 1 sonar. We need a battery, so we will go for a little dual purpose to help out with any anti-air. Oh, sorry, anti-air to help out with any planes. Smoke, yeah, we'll have smoke, and then we'll just max this out with depth charges so we can sink some subs. Right, we should just be okay. Yeah, there's a hole. So, right, we'll smash in there. We'll just go and grab some victory points. Germany will not be able to handle us. We have so many divisions now. And we're only just in 39. What else do I want, really? Should we go for more sonar? Because our sonar one is pretty pants. Destroyer max production. Yes, minus 10% production for destroyers is pretty good. But we'll go and get better depth charges first. And then we'll go for the max one. We'll do these as well. So we're almost done the whole of our doctrine as well. Right, we'll up these to depth charge 3s now. So we'll get some better destroyers out. That's it. I can only do a couple. Right, we'll get a couple of anti-airs then probably. We could go for some batteries to help them out a bit. Let's go for some batteries because these will be on our main fleet anyway. Right, there goes Germany. So we are looking pretty healthy, to be fair. I mean, that's more than an understatement. We'll just take all of Germany and all of Spain. And Italy is about to become one chonky boy. I mean, we could probably end the video here and class it as a victory, but we haven't actually done anything with the Navy apart from make ships. Right, Hungary has just declared on us for some unknown reason. I mean, I had a war declaration on them, but yeah, fine. We'll definitely take Hungary out. They are still in the Axis, even though they didn't join the war. And so is Bulgaria, so we'll just take out this micro. If I declare on Greece, are they going to join the Axis because we're at war with them? Or are they going to join the Allies? They join the Axis, perfect. Okay, we'll go and claim Greece as well. Just mopping up these small miners. They are guaranteed by Britain, though, so we can't go after Turkey, which we will need as well. But that's not the end of the world. We'll wait till we fight the Allies on that. We do need to get the Swiss as well. Again, they are guaranteed by the British. And all this is in the Allies already, except Luxembourg. But we can go for Luxembourg, but I'm not sure if they will join the Axis or not. Let's go and get high-speed light engines, I think, with our extra research place. Right, that is the rest of the Axis dealt with. So, we've got some cleaning up to do, and Turkey, Gibraltar, Malta and Cyprus, and the Middle East. It's basically the Allies. The Allies are next on our chopping list, and finally a bit of Navy. Right, come on then, let's go and declare on the Netherlands, and we'll also start justifying on Turkey as well, because we wanted to go through there. I imagine 265 days, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Why does that take so long? We're also at war with the Major now as well, so it should be shortened. They're going to call everyone in. We do need the Middle East, so hopefully we'll be able to push through here as the rest of the Allies join. Our first naval battle, and it is a few subs. How absolutely boring. Are our subs doing anything? We are harassing, which is good, so we'll wait for the Allies. I assume something's going to probably turn up because these subs have got us pinned. I'm not too sure what our carriers are doing. They have got 120 planes up, so that is our full plane. I don't know if they can use their heavy gun still. I'm totally unsure on that. We have defeated some surface ships. I don't know the names of my sub-carriers, so I'm not sure if it's them or not. I don't know, with them being in the carrier bracket on the battle, whether they actually engage with the big guns. Well, we've already got Green Sea. There is some Brits here destroying some subs. We're already pinned down. Oh, we found the British fleet. Okay. They're overstacked, which is very good, which means their planes are doing absolutely nothing. We have got Hood as well, which is nice. We've lost a few surface ships, but that's probably going to happen because I didn't design them. They're probably crappy old ones. We have got a lot more gunpowder than us. We've got, well, depth charges are relevant. Anti-air, we've got more. We've got more torpedoes. More guns, more everything, basically, except positioning. They're already retreating, so the mod doesn't change that, which is a little bit annoying. If we can take out Hood, that'd be a lovely first victory. Obviously, the carriers get away because they always do. Hood's got away. We've sinking basically nothing apart from a few screens. This is not going too well, but it's probably a little bit more historically accurate than... I mean, we did lose quite a bit, actually. I'm not too worried, but that's not exactly a brilliant result. That does mean we have an XP for our doctrine. So we have completed our naval doctrine already, which is very nice. We'll probably go and get some Marines next because we're going to mount up more XP. We'll go and get aggression. We'll change the refit and repair for... Not that one. I can't even get that. I can't get the maintenance. So I think the damage control. So we are losing a few ships. So we'll go for professional damage control, which will make it easier to keep our ships afloat. Let's go for submarine, maybe efficient. No, maybe just the weather experience, because of our carriers. The Dutch have decided they want a little go, and, well, it wasn't. It was some Dutch subs and some British, which we've sunk. As we've started to retreat, they have poured in, but, I mean, we're starting to smash through it. That is dreadful from them. I mean, the 5-speed basically killed them, but that is pretty dreadful. Okay, there's a few. There goes our first big ship with a battle cruiser. Advanced heavy hull, that was. Yeah, I don't know if that was these or not. It doesn't really tell me, so... Our sub-carriers haven't taken any damage, which is very nice. It doesn't tell me, it just says sunk. Let's go and get ship recovery rate. I never know how much the recovery rate affects naval battles, but it's pretty cheap and quick, so we'll just go and grab that. We are sinking the British subs, which is very nice. We have also engaged a few more, so we are just mopping them up, because it's always the subs that harass us. We've taken Cairo as well. We've abandoned this front line because I've not been paying attention on the west. But we have got the Suez Canal now, at least. How much? I mean, Halifax is in charge for some unknown reason. I totally messed up this. They have got 200 ships, 7 carriers, 18 battleships. So there is a fair amount that we have to smash our way through on this. We'll just set up a few little naval invasions to grab the last bits of British ports to make the rest of their fleet come out and get sunk, and then also grab the territory we need for the Roman Empire. Where is their fleet? There is literally nothing out and about, even though we've got the land. Right, we're going to have to smash our way quickly through Turkey, because the Soviets are at war with the Allies now for some unknown reason. We will have to grab the divisions quickly with our excellent mountaineers here, and push through before the Soviets take the land we need. We have got some escort carriers here, which I think are like smaller ones with bigger... No, they don't really have bigger range. You're meant to use these to protect your fleets or your convoys, I believe, but we can have armoured or wooden flight deck as well, which is pretty cool. Decide what island we want. We can have an islandless design, secondary island. What else do we want? Cruiser, carrier, diesel, steam. We can have it all. We'll have radar on it. Let's go some heavy anti-air. Oh, can we only have... Oh, we can actually only have 20. I mean, that's just pointless, isn't it? For 5,500 production as well, that's pointless. Right, I think we should be okay if we can grab the rest of that land. Hopefully the Soviets won't get majority of it, and that should be enough of Turkey for us to be able to pull the trigger on the Roman Empire. We've meanwhile burst through Istanbul here, and there's absolutely no one to stop this army. That is Turkey done. Is that enough for us to be able to? It is. We can go ahead and form our lovely Roman Empire, lovely red, and we basically conquered most of Europe already. There he is with his new little crown, rise of Imperium. We are Rome. We obviously have all of the decisions to reintegrate extra land, which we have got a good half of them. Luckily, we've got loads of PP because we haven't been spending it. So let's just go reintegrate that, get all of the land, all the cores, and all of the factories. I was hoping there'd be a bit in Turkey of the British fleet, but there wasn't. So we're going to have to push out to the Atlantic. They must have retreated out of the Med. So we'll get Strike Force on. We've got our spotters out on patrol. Let's see if we can find some fleets, because we're not really getting a lot of casualties. There's a few Americans that we're just going to sink, because why have we got... Oh, because it's nighttime. Nighttime basically means planes cannot fly, plus 20% to the weather as well. So absolutely no chance. We'll let that just skip forward a bit. But there's a few American cruisers basically. What has the Americans got? 200 odd, 10 carriers and 19 battleships. I just don't know where any of these fleets are. We just can't seem to find them. England has still got 200 odd as well. I mean, we're out intercepting small forces, but nothing massive. Just a load of subs. All we can find is subs. I mean, we are crushing them, but I want some main ships. Give me some surface fleets to kill. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We have got a good fleet here. 2 carriers, a load of battleships. We are smashing through their screens. Carriers got away. Oh, we get a battleship, though, which is nice. Don't know who's defeated that. This is better, though. This is much better. 1 battleship. Load of cruisers and destroyers, which is nice. I have 6 more of our battleship carriers, but I don't really have enough screens, I think, to have another fleet out, so I might have to wait until we get some more cruisers on the go. So let's start and smash some more cruisers out. Oh, we sunk a carrier and I missed it. I totally missed this battle. I mean, that's a nice good hit. A few cruisers gone there. We have a battle there of nothing. And we have Green Ocean at the moment. Just nobody wants to engage me. Absolutely nobody. I feel like we might have to get a naval invasion on. We just have green supremacy at sea everywhere, but they don't want to engage me, which is rather irritating. Load of American screens, which we just absolutely pummeled to oblivion, but it's kind of boring. We want some big ships. Again, some Chile submarines. They'll be destroyed. Raj is gone, which is nice. More submarines. Boring, boring submarines. Right, we're going to try this naval invasion. We should be okay. Our marines are pretty beastie. They have got a few sat in Dover, but as long as we can get in. Portsmouth's got a few, but a bit of force attack. Quickly surround them, and we should be able to push our way into the ports. Oh, look at this. I totally missed this, and we've lost 2 of our battle cruisers. Battle carriers, sorry. Oh, I totally missed this. How have we got so wrecked? I've been waiting all game for a big battle, and when it finally happens, we've actually been wrecked. I mean, we've sunk nothing of theirs. Their carriers are getting away lovely. I just realised I've actually lost all 6 battle carriers at some point, so luckily we have those other 6 that we made earlier. Let's get them into our main fleet, which is basically half destroyed. I mean, we still have green supremacy, and we've landed, but yeah, we definitely got engaged trying to invade Britain. Right, let's push out then and knock Britain out, because I would imagine their fleet is sat in the port, so we're going to need to push them out from repair. They are trying to really counter us, but we should be okay getting through that. There's a few more cruisers done. There goes England or United Kingdom as well, so we still didn't engage any fleets. So let's start pushing over to America a bit. This is getting rather dreary. I just cannot find their fleets at all. And when I did, it sunk mine, but we are engaged in the African coast at the moment. What do they... They've still got like 19 battleships and 10 carriers somewhere. I mean, they're probably going to be in these last little islands and in Ireland, so fine. Let's do a little naval invasion and push them out and see if we can find them. There's a few of the battleships, and we're finally going to get some kills because they definitely don't have enough screens for this, so finally, that is a nice hit for us. Okay, we've done a bit of damage at least. Load of screens again, but screens are boring. We do melt them away, but you know, I would like to hit some capital ships, please. You have loads, so why don't you use them? Let's just cap America. I'm so done with this. Right, Marines have landed easily. We'll see if we can push them out of port, but probably not, because nobody wants to engage the the Roman Empire Navy. So we'll just wipe America out then. I've got so many ships that I've just been building and not been paying attention to. Look how many subs we've got. Let's just get them out and harass the ocean. We have got our general, so we'll go and get you all over the Atlantic, convoy raiding the hell out of the Allies. Washington's fallen. We are absolutely smashing our way through them. They have 0 equipment, so this should be pretty close to the end for America. There is a big encirclement there. Check that bad boy out. Oh, and there goes America. Wow, I didn't even need to get to Los Angeles once. There we go. There is the Allies. So we'll go and start grabbing the land we need that we can A, recore, and B, that we've already cored. And there we go. The Roman Empire is looking rather chonky and restored. We've got a protectorate of America, and then we basically took everything else that we wanted. So we have an Italian Raj as well, because why not? We are left with this navy, our 6 not bad boys, whatever we called them, stupid boys. We sunk a lot more than that, but we are in 1947, so you know what this tab is like. It never keeps up to date. You know, 600 factories, 370 of them. We have a few more that we could reintegrate, but I just cannot be bothered to. So I think that's where we will leave it today. So that is the Vanilla Navy Rework mod, which adds a load of new doctrines, new equipment, new technologies, different ship types. It doesn't appear to change anything, and I could read about it, I don't think it does, anything to do with the actual battle systems themselves, which is a little bit annoying, apart from a few little tweaks of the compilation of how much you should have in your fleet. But I'd like the mod to change that the enemy fleets just don't retreat, because it's so boring. And also I feel like this mod is actually made the fleets coming out to engage you even worse, because I spent the whole game trying to lure them out to actually engage me, and they just didn't want to. So there we go. The Navy rework mod, we'll probably have another go at it. I'll do a little bit more dive into it and work some kinks out, and we'll have a look what the best ships are, because there is so much to learn in it. So fair play to the mod. It is very, very good. Shout out to War Thunder again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out War Thunder now for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox or on mobile, and use my links in the pinned comment or video description to register. Those of you who are new or haven't played for 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack across PC and console, including multiple premium vehicles, in-game currency and more. Shout out to our members for always supporting the channel. Let me know down in the comments what you want me to do next, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out.